Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome to our very first ever live stream of our banquet. This is very bizarre. I should be with all of you in the auditorium. But here we are. And I'm at Disneyland because that's my dream vacation. Except I'm not actually at Disneyland. That's a shower curtain. But hey, it's all good. So feel free to leave us comments while we're live streaming. We can even bring them up. Like we can say hi to Maya right now because look at that. Hi, Maya. And so we got some cool stuff going on. Lexi is playing stage manager tonight. Lex, do you want to say hi?
Hey guys. Wish I could see you all.
I know this is really bizarre to be doing banquet when I can't actually like see anybody or yeah, it's really strange. Also, I just did something. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're also using brand new technology, so teaching this old dog some new tricks. And we had a minor dress rehearsal, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, look at all the people saying hi to Lexi. There's Emma
Hello.
and
Hi, Emson.
Ensign. Oh, and there's Juliana. Also, you can probably hear Samson barking. So that's cool. If I let him out, though, he'll like come climb in my lap for banquet. So we'll see how this all goes. All right. So everybody say bye, Lexi.
Bye-bye.
And we're gonna do this thing. So first thing, I want to give some thank yous and some shout outs. First to Jeff Hall at Jesuit High School, who is the one who told me about StreamYard, which is the platform we're using to stream tonight. That's what's allowing us to bring multiple people in. It's going to be what allows us to stream a video through, yes, Chase, a doggo banquet. So we're gonna have some videos, we're gonna have some PowerPoints. It's going to be a whole thing. And so thank you to Jeff Hall, who introduced me to StreamYard. Thank you to Blair Cromwell at Dallas High School, who said, if I can do it, you can do it, because I was really doubting my abilities on this. And thank you to all of our officers, both outgoing and incoming, who have been working real hard the last couple of days, helping me get this thing going, making PowerPoints, viewing video, testing things when we went live to see if it was working. It's been all kinds of crazy, but here we are. So welcome. We're glad you're here. And the first thing I want to do is share a video with you. So Emson, our current and outgoing director of public relations, he made a video for us that I want to share with all of you. And so I'm trying to get it set up here. It's a little bit crazy. So we are going to watch that. And this is our wrap up video. It shows kind of what we did all year. And yes, this is definitely going on the channel. If you, I know we have a lot of thespians who aren't able to be here tonight, so they'll be able to view it when they are ready. So here we are, and this is the video that Emson made of our year. It's not working. Okay, let's try this again. See if it works now. Oh, wait. Hang on. I know what I did wrong. Hold on. I fix it. All right, we're going to try this again.
Me, Daily?
Yeah, I need it.
Here, Cap Despis! Catch it!
Emson, where is she?
Who?
Deborah!
Deborah!
Oh, Deborah, there you are. Meet Deborah.
It's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel. So.
If you did it right, you would have a green light. The buttons on the desk also flash. It was just a little like white light. Yes, and since
How can you teach them how to love?
I thought it would be easy. They need to do it too, right? Feelings.
Why would they want to feel? Love hurts.
Love.
hurts.
Ring ring. Humans cause hurt. Okay, so this story is the legend of the Crow King.
Wow.
I'm gonna go get some coffee. Man, do I sure love Cheetos.
Tomorrow, the king will pick his bride. Pick his bride.
I hoped and wished and wanted so to be here. Wished and prayed and pictured what I'd see. Prayed and well, my prayers are coming true here. Look at it all, look how it gleams. Look me on my wildest dreams. Look, it's him. So handsome and refined and slim. Sweet, sincere, magnificent from head to toe, and all they wish. Can we please just use that part where you said?
Ain't nothing you can do.
Now look at me.
Got me. See this face. I was literally ammo fast.
Who should be your understudy for Ariel?
Us.
Who?
What?
Who should be your
Skylar!
who should be
Skylar!
who?
Skylar!
Me! I I should be. I was the one first. I'm salty.
Who?
I'm real salty. All right, I'm gonna hold the rest of your days as your slave. Plucking the barnacles off.
Wait to see. No mistake. Was I too late?
Oh, it's hard to say.
Are y'all excited?
Yeah.
Are just jealous?
I miss it.
How do you guys feel about it?
So good.
Extravagant. It was amazing. I loved it.
Good job, Noemi. You didn't wave.
Women began wearing their hair in more feminine styles, with parts sweeping to the side or down the middle. Women would wear soft curls.
7:30.
You smell better.
8:15. Am I getting close?
You like the first time.
It'll be so cute.
Do not touch, do not break. Porcelain is very fragile.
Do not touch, do not break. Porcelain is very fragile.
All right. I appear to have lost my stage manager. These are the fun things that happen when we are using technology. Oh, hey, she is here. She's also, okay, cool. She's at the bottom of my screen. Awesome. Okay, good. We still have a stage manager. That's delightful. Okay. So didn't lose my stage manager. It's a whole lot easier to lose a stage manager online than it is in the auditorium. So, all right. So thank you, Emson, for making that. Ricky did come in while we were watching that and let me know that the sound was lagging. I'm sure it's because of the Wi-Fi. Yes, Miss Jason says bus test. Lexi got that too. Yes, we must always be able to run the show without the stage manager just in case they get hit by a bus. So, good deal. So I apologize for the sound lagging. We will see if we can, I don't think there's much I can do about it, but I am going to put each one of the videos we showed tonight up on our YouTube channel on their own. So you can go back and watch them, and the video and the sound will align perfectly. So you can go back and watch them as many times as you want. And yes, Emson, thank you. It was fantastic. And Sydney Chepe has a delightful message for you. All right, so this could be the longest banquet ever because of all these comments. So, you know, we had a great year. It was cut short, not what we expected. We did have 2 shows that we weren't able to fully produce. We started and we had rehearsal and we had set designs. And I know Wizard of Oz even had some things that were going, or had some set pieces built. They're still sitting in the shop. The whole thing looks like we just walked out one day and never came back, which, yes, oh my heart. But, you know, we're doing the best we can. And so when everything happened, we kind of waited a little bit to see what was going to go on. And when we realized we weren't going to be able to do these 2 shows, These Shining Lives and The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, we opted to move to a virtual production. And so that premiered tonight on our YouTube channel at 6. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure you do that. Don't go right now. Yeah, don't go right this minute and do it. You'll miss Banquet. But do make sure you go check it out. There are 4 one-acts, and they are all student written. They are student directed and acted by our students. And then the whole thing was edited together by a student. So there you go. And Chase, you're saying no, it didn't. Do you mean no, it didn't go, it didn't premiere? Not sure what that means. All right. So at some point, if it's not there yet, it will be on our YouTube channel. You should check it out. It says virtual production. And again, it is 4 one-acts done by 4 different groups of students. So with that, it is time for us to move on to our awards. So at the end of every year, we do some awards. And I believe we have a PowerPoint to help me with this awards presentation. Hopefully. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So we're going to start with the most awkward moment. You know, there's awkward moments in every production, and we've had our fair share. But the one that won the award for most awkward moment this year was, drum roll, please. Go ahead, Lexi. You want to reveal it? The end of Kiss the Girl, the night that the audience didn't clap. So yeah, there was a night we got to the end of Kiss the Girl, and the audience didn't clap, which was really unfortunate because the applause was Skylar's cue for her next line. So that was a problem. Yes, we can see on the side of the screen that is true. We're still figuring out life. And yes, people will get awards eventually when I'm allowed back into school to make them. You will get awards. So this is true, Chase. We are peeping some spoilers. So let's see if we can work on that. Lex, you might have to, I don't know. I'm not the one to fix that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to best cover. So there are things that go wrong, including these awkward moments. And some of our favorite things that went wrong this year were Chepe died in Brothers Grimm, and nobody came to get him. And so he had to just get up and run off. His dead self had to run off the stage by himself. One time during Little Mermaid, Chase's pants didn't come down. He had to try to pull him down by himself. So that was fun. And then there was the delightful time that we first had the slide and Rhea was trying to climb up it. And wow, that's doing all kinds of fun. Oh, there we go. Ray was trying to climb up and failing miserably, and it was delightful to watch. And then she finally gave up and used the stairs, which was great because the next line was something about not having stairs. And the winner for that, am I in the, yeah, there we go. Best onstage cover, Chef Louis pulling down his own pants and Rhea trying and failing to go up the stairs. They tied. So we had a tie this year for best cover. All right. Outstanding new actor. We always have lots of wonderful people joining us for the first time. This year, the award for outstanding new actor goes to Skylar Mahar, whose very first role at Reynolds High School was Prince Eric. All right, outstanding new technician. Some of my favorite people are technicians, and we love to honor them for the great work they do. And this year, the award for outstanding new technician goes to Cortland Bergen. The outstanding female actor in a one act. So this year there were several nominees, and the award for outstanding female actor in a one act goes to Noemi Graciano for playing Helen in First Fireworks. A little love from her sister there. Look at that. All right. Outstanding male actor in a one act, and I'm sure this will surprise absolutely no one because he slayed this really difficult role, and that award goes to Emson Gangora, or Mason Gorgonzola, as he is lovingly known around our department. All right. The outstanding director of a one act award goes to Janessa Lemus Brown for directing May I Have Your Attention, Please? The Outstanding Technician Award. And I just want to reiterate, we have some amazing, wonderful people who work in this department, and some absolutely outstanding technicians, so many of whom are deserving of recognition. Some of the nominees were Lexi Techman for stage managing The Little Mermaid, Janessa Lemus Brown for doing sound for The Little Mermaid, Colby Blair doing projections and spotlight for The Little Mermaid. And I don't know if you guys understand how difficult those roles are. They might seem super easy, but oh goodness, it's a hard job. But also with a hard job, the award going to Abby Fox, the assistant director on The Little Mermaid. Outstanding ensemble member. This is lovingly known as the Sophia Suarez Dunbar Outstanding Ensemble Award. And that is because Sophia is one of our graduates, and she is one of the most outstanding ensemble members I have ever seen. That girl could steal a scene in 2 seconds. And again, a number of really wonderful nominees. Seth Biggs in The Little Mermaid, Maria Lemus Brown in The Little Mermaid, who might be my personal favorite just because of the blowing up of the blowfish. But the award this year goes to Elsie Gronert, who is an amazing ensemble member all the time, has some of the best facial expressions ever. And we love her and her abilities. So congratulations, Elsie. All right, outstanding male actor in a supporting role. So again, many nominees, and we had a tie. The winners this year are Andy Reardon for all of his roles in Cinderella and the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon, and Ethan Coons playing Scuttle in The Little Mermaid. Right. Outstanding female actor in a supporting role. This one, I mean, we had lots of wonderful nominees, but this person ran away with it. And again, I don't think it will be a surprise to anyone that the award goes to Leanna Graciano for her portrayal of Cinderella in the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon. So let's get some of this love up here on the screen. All right. The outstanding male actor in a leading role. This kid, my goodness, he works his buns off. Pretty much learned his entire role over the summer by himself. Taught himself an accent. And the award goes to Emson Gangora for playing Sebastian in The Little Mermaid. And eventually we'll see a cute picture of him that I took from our stuff. Leanna, we hope they're happy tears. All right. I think Lexi's getting that fixed. So we will see Emson's picture here in just a second. Perhaps. Yes, Mason. You know how many times people have asked me if that is a typo? Also, I just want to commend you guys. I love how supportive you are being of each other in the comments. Thank you for that. It is awesome. There he is. Outstanding male actor in the leading role, Emson Gangora, Sebastian, The Little Mermaid. Outstanding female actor in a leading role goes to Ellie Tewksbury for portrayal of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. All right. And the outstanding scene in a one act. And this was one that I added this year because so many of the scenes from the one acts were being nominated. And I thought, well, they need their own category then. And so the outstanding scene in a one act award goes to the end of May I Have Your Attention, Please. All right. And Rhea wants to make sure everybody knows that Ellie, Ariel, is her girlfriend. So we'll get that up there. All right. Outstanding scene in a play or musical. And again, we had a lot of outstanding scenes this year, but it was absolutely astounding how many votes this particular scene got. And that is Positivity from The Little Mermaid. And I want to take a moment to give a shout out to our choreographer, Ms. Sharon V. Miller, who I don't know how she does it, but the dances that she brings to us are incredible. And the majority of our actors are not dancers before they get to high school. And what they're able to do with her guidance is absolutely astonishing to me. So thank you, Sharon. We love you, and we so appreciate your work. All right. So the line of the year, because we all know that there are lines that we say a million times over and over to each other. And some of them this year were Emson's line, "Who's your daddy?" from Brothers Grimm. One of my favorites, "I'm King Triton," Mr. Murphy in The Little Mermaid. "Put on the dress, Andrew," from Brothers Grimm. "A ship." Ellie one day told me that was the only line she ever said was "a ship," because she said it so many times in Little Mermaid. But the winner, and I wish we were all together because I think Emma really needs to hear us all say, "Hey there, hot stuff," Oh, wait, that's me. So Emma, there's your one for today. And to explain to everyone, Seth loved that line so much that he would say it to Emma every time he saw her. And I had to eventually put a rule in place that he could only say it to her one time per day outside of rehearsal or performance. And he came up with the most creative ways. And I think one time he like emailed it to her, and another time he waited until 11:59 p.m. to say it to her. So it was very fun and very creative. And there we go. Yes, Juliana. Hey there, hot stuff. Oh wait, that's me, or that's Seth. Emma's not loving this award. All right. Outstanding new thespian. So every year we have lots of new people come join us. And the idea of outstanding new thespian, this has nothing to do with acting ability. It has nothing to do with teching. This is the new person to our department who is always there to help, is always there to lend a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen. Whatever you need, they are there for you. And again, we had a tie this year. And so the award this year goes to Emma Stewart and Noemi Graziano. So congratulations, ladies. The next award is the Tabby Award. And this award is named after Tabitha Card, who was a senior my first year at Reynolds High School. And we were doing Steel Magnolias and had some situations arise that meant we had to replace a cast member with a week and a half to go until performance. And if you know anything about that show, it is 6 women and all the roles are fairly equal. And it's an insane role to have to learn in a week and a half. And so I told her that it would be her final and that she didn't have to have it memorized. But would you know, that girl came in, she had it memorized in a week. And she went on as, I believe it was Clary. And so in her honor, we give an award each year to someone who stepped up in a big way to take over when somebody else had to step down for some reason. And we had several people who did that this year. I mean, we'll start with my personal favorite, which was Skylar Mahar covering for Ellie as Ariel in rehearsal. You saw that clip in the wrap-up video. I mean, you know, it was a nice try. Tristan Bartoli, who stepped in as Flounder when Andy had to be out for several weeks due to his appendix deciding it wanted to be evicted from his body. Maria Lemus Brown, who came in and took over the role of Dawn in First Fireworks and ended up winning an Outstanding Actor Award at the Mount Hood Conference One Act Festival after learning the role. And I think she had like 2 weeks of rehearsal, maybe. But the award this year goes to Chase Cooper. So all of the narrators really stepped up, but when Michael let us know that he had a family situation, he had to be gone for a couple of weeks, Chase was the one who learned all of Michael's lines and then unlearned them so that Michael could have them back when he got back, and then had to relearn them when Michael got sick and missed a performance. So it was pretty insane the way that those guys adapted and adjusted. And like I said, it was all the narrators, but not just all the narrators. It was Chase was the one who took the brunt of it. So congratulations, Chase. And also thank you, because I don't know what we would have done without you. Losing 2 weeks of rehearsal would have been really rough. All right, our next award, the Butterfly Award. This is my absolute favorite award to give every year because this award is given to a student who has grown as a human being. On stage, off stage, in the classroom. They are somebody who maybe started off really shy and have learned to assert themselves, or they've grown in their confidence. And so this year I am so pleased to give this award to Tristan Bartoli. And I don't think anybody's very surprised by that. The growth I've seen in Tristan since his freshman year is amazing. And this year in particular, I don't know too many other people who would be totally cool with going on stage in a fish onesie and sleeping behind the couch during the show. And also that picture makes me think Tristan's staring at me and sticking his tongue out at me. So there's that. All right. Our last award in the voting award category is the Thespians Choice Award. And this is, again, an award based on the person who you can count on to do absolutely anything. 9 times out of 10, nobody asks them. They just see that something needs to be done and they step in to do it. And this year, that award, by overwhelming majority, goes to Jenny Griffith. All right. So, and that is all for our voted awards. So those of you who won awards, yes, when I'm able to get back into school and get to our awards and print them, I will do that and you will get them. So it might be the fall before you get them, but we will make sure that you get those awards. All right. So the next piece, we're moving into things about thespians. And before I move on, though, I want to show all this love that Jenny's getting. Yes, Chepe, she did fix your pants. Trace, did she also fix your pants? And apparently she fixed Juliana's pants. We have lots of pants fixing going on around here. So lots of love for our Jenny and for all of our thespians and all the work that they've done this year. All right. Okay, so during the 6th century before Christ, one of the writers of tragedy who won the approval of the priests at the festival of Dionysus was Thespis. About 535 BC, a new dimension was added to the drama when Thespis, a prominent leader of the chorus, stepped from that group and recited portions of the drama alone, thereby becoming the first actor. We also believe that it was he who first used masks so that a person could portray more than one part. In honor of this early Greek playwright, all actors are called thespians, and not just all actors, all people who work in a theater setting. The International Thespian Society began in 1929. Named for Thespis, the goal of the society is to give young adults a place for outstanding theater where the standards of excellence in theater arts will be advanced, and to honor those students who do theater well. The society continues to be guided by the principles of its founders, a belief that participation in the arts is an essential means of widening students' cultural horizons and enriching their lives. And I'm going to step away from my script for a second to say that I think that is even more evident now in the time that we are living in currently, when we are seeing that we need the arts to entertain us and we need the arts to educate us and enlighten us and help us work through the things that we believe and figure out how that all fits together. At this time, I would like to talk about our officers. Now, we tried to put a PowerPoint together that had their pictures and it was having difficulties. So I'm going to name them, not show them. And there we go. Also, is Abby here? No. Abby Fox, if you are watching, check your school email, please. Each year, our troop elects officers. These are the students who are tasked with leading our troop through the school year, helping us to be a beacon of light to our community, reaching out and using our talents to brighten the world. At this time, I'd like to recognize our current officers who have served us well this year. Abby Fox, historian. Lexi Tackman, secretary. Emson Gongora, director of public relations. Ethan Coons, co-president, and Ellie Tewksbury, co-president. So these were our current officers who served us during the 2019-2020 school year. Now, I am pleased to announce our officers for the 2020-2021 school year. Tristan Bartoli, Director of Public Relations. Chase Cooper, Director of Video. Sorry, I wrote that down weird. Video Director, Video Producer. We haven't totally settled on the name yet. We're working on it. And you'll notice that those two things have now been split. I spoke with our outgoing officers, and they said that it has become such a large job that they feel the job should be split in two. One person to primarily do the video and manage the YouTube channel, and someone else to take care of the social media. Emma Stewart will be our secretary. Andy Reardon, vice president. And once again, we will have two presidents, Lexi Tackman and Abby Fox. Get all this love up there on the screen. I'm also hoping that Abby is checking her email and finding the link I sent her. So I want to personally thank all of our outgoing officers. You guys have done an incredible job this year. You have kept things going when it got weird. And it's been so lovely working with you. And I am super excited to work with our 6 new officers this coming year and figuring out what this will look like coming up, because we don't know what the year is going to look like yet, but we'll get it figured out. One of our sayings is, once a thespian, always a thespian. Every person inducted into the International Thespian Society has earned that honor through hard work, sacrifice, and dedication, giving 100 hours or more to the art that we all hold so dear. To all thespians, we thank you and honor you for your work. If there is someone in your home at this time who is an inducted thespian from any school and from any year, please take time right now to recognize them. And while you are doing that, I would like to recognize the current RHS students who were inducted into our troupe in past years. Abigail Reed, Abby Fox, Andrew Reardon, Brisa Miguel Montez, Chase Cooper, Chepe Carrillo Minera, Christina Asada, Colby Blair, Ellie Tewksbury, Ethan Coons, Jenny Griffith, Henry McReitman, Jackie Hamilton, Janessa Lemus Brown, Juliana Geppert, Leisha Crane, Lexi Tackman, Michael Smalko, Maria Lemus Brown. No, I'm not a thespian, actually. Emson Gongora, Seth Biggs, and Skylar Trittinger. And no, my high school didn't have a thespian troupe, so I've never been inducted. I am a thespian by default of being your director, so. All right, it is time for our at-home version of our induction ceremony. So, each year we have the honor of inducting new thespians into our troupe. These students have recently begun their thespian walk, and we are excited to welcome them into the International Thespian Society. At this time, I'd like to recognize those students. And if we were in the auditorium, they would come up on stage and take their pledge. But since we're not, we're going to show their photos and read their names, and then they'll do their pledge at home with their family. Austin Steele, Brandon Jensen, Carissa Clack, Cortland Bergen, Elsie Gronert, Emma Elbin, also known as Melba, Emma Stewart, Michaela Bale, Maya Daniels, Tristan Bartoli, Samantha Chavez, and Skylar Mahar. And Lexi, do we have that other picture? The students I just named have earned the right to be called thespians by doing excellent work in the theater, and it is with great joy that we invite them to join the ranks of so many others who've gone before them. Thespians, this image of candles that is currently on the screen represents the light you shine to guide the way for all thespians now and in the future. So typically at this point, our outgoing and incoming presidents would have a job to do. And they're going to do that job. Unfortunately, one of our outgoing presidents, Ethan Coons, was called to work and is not able to be with us tonight. So hopefully he'll be watching the replay. But in their respective final and first acts as president, Ellie Tewksbury, Lexi Tackman, and Abby Fox will lead our new thespians in their society pledge.
All right, so everyone who is a newly inducted thespian, you can repeat after me at home. I promise to uphold the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society. I am a student of theater and excellence is my ideal. I promise to perform my part as well as I can. To accept praise and criticism with grace. To cooperate with my fellow thespians. To work for the good of the troupe. And to share my love of the theater.
Sorry, guys. Didn't realize I was muted. Okay. The pledge that you have just taken binds you to the principles and ideals of the International Thespian Society. As thespians, we are called to do the task assigned to us, to cooperate with troop officers and fellow students, as well as teachers and administrators in helping to raise the standards of excellence in all areas of our experience.
We are to refrain from any action that may hinder the work of the troop, and we are to conduct ourselves so that we may gain the respect of our school community. We welcome you as the new thespians and urge you to use your talents so that you so that our candles may shine more brighter and as you act well your parts.
All right. Thank you so much to our outgoing president, Ellie Tewksbury, and our incoming presidents, Lexi Tackman and Abby Fox. And yes, shout out to a year ago when Chepe and Chase had barely knew each other, and now they are essentially twins and inseparable. So thank you. I hope that all of our newly inducted thespians got up and took their pledge. I know that's not exactly what you thought it was going to be this year, but I am glad that we were still able to do our induction ceremony. So, by the authority delegated to me by the International Thespian Society, I now declare you members of Troop Number 3556 of Reynolds High School. Congratulations and welcome to the International Thespian Society. Always remember our motto, which comes from Alexander Pope's essay on man. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. Oh, Emma, don't cry. All right. After earning their initial 10 points for induction, students continue to earn points through their hard work and dedication to the theater. As they earn points, they receive new thespian ranks. Honor thespians are those who've earned 60 to 119 points. This year, we have 15 students who have moved into the rank of Honor Thespian. Those students are Abby Fox, Andy Reardon, Brisa Miguel Montes, Chase Cooper, Chepe Carrillo Manera, Elsie Gronert, Jenny Griffith, Jackie Hamilton, Janessa Lemus Brown, Juliana Geppert, Lexi Tackman, Maria Lemus Brown, Emson Gongora, Seth Biggs, Skylar Mahar, and Tristan Bartoli. And I would like to point out that Skylar Mahar did that in 1 year. That's pretty amazing. National Honor Thespians are those who have earned 120 to 179 points. This year, 2 students have achieved the rank of National Honor Thespian. Those students are Ethan Coons and Skylar Trittinger. International Honor Thespian is the highest rank a thespian can earn. These students have 180 or more points, indicating that they have dedicated 1,800 hours or more to excellent work in the theater. This year, we have 1 student who has achieved the rank of International Honor Thespian, and that is Ellie Tewksbury. And there are really lovely official certificates that go with those, and you will get those when I can see you again. While we are always happy to acknowledge the excellent work our students are doing in the theater world, their academics are even more important. Tonight, we would like to recognize those students who have done an exceptional job at managing their GPA in addition to the time they spend in the theater. These honors are determined by the cumulative GPA at the end of the first semester of the school year. Students must be inducted thespians who are sophomores or older to be eligible for these honors. This year, our eligible thespians have an average GPA of 3.34, and 79% of our eligible thespians have achieved scholar thespian status. Thespian scholars are students with a 3.0 to a 3.49 GPA. Those students are Abby Fox, Abigail Reed, Colby Blair, Ethan Coons, Jenny Griffith, Jackie Hamilton, Janessa Lemus Brown, Michaela Bale, Skylar Mahar, and Tristan Bartoli. Vice President's List scholars are students with a 3.5 to a 3.99 GPA. This year, those students are Austin Steele, Brandon Jensen, Chase Cooper, Christina Sada, Ellie Tewksbury, Elsie Gronert, Emma Stewart, and Seth Biggs. President's List scholars are students with a 4.0 or higher GPA. Every year, I'm amazed at our students who are able to hold a 4-point and be active in thespians. And this year, we have 4 of them. And those students are Lexi Tackman, Andy Reardon, Juliana Geppert, and Skylar Trittinger. And again, there are delightful certificates that go with that. And those certificates will be given to you when I can see you again. And Juliana said that she is curious about how the pass incomplete will factor into it. That's a great question. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Thankfully, I didn't have to worry about that this year because we have to do awards prior to Banquet. Like we have to figure it out before the end of the year. So this last semester doesn't count into that piece of it yet. It will next year, and we'll figure that out when we get to that point. All right, we are moving on to our seniors. And I love all this love that's showing up in the comments. Tonight, one of our final acts is to say goodbye to our seniors. Since we can't all be together, several of our seniors sent us their goodbyes to be shared tonight. We're going to play you a video, and I'm hoping, in fact, I'm going to take a moment. It'll be a minute of downtime because I'm going to run and set it up on the other computer so that we're not using Wi-Fi to try to stream it. And that way the sound should line up. So, Lexi, do you want to entertain your friends for a moment while I get that set up?
Okay. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Tell in the comments. Got a big screen here. I'm using 2 monitors. I'm feeling so fancy right now. Oh, Emson, I don't want to say goodbye either. I'm going to miss you so. Oh, no. Hi, Janessa. I miss you. Okay. Sorry, I'm really awkward. You guys all know this by now. Hi, Chepe. Cheesy bread. Me too. I just had some chips and salsa. Oh, Ellie, I would love to join you. Where are you? Oh, wait. I don't see you. Did I kick you out? I don't think I kicked you out. No, that's Seen Since videos. Okay. Fancy. Yes, I'm feeling very fancy. Me too, Emma. We can work together. Just lock them up. Okay. Sneeze. Abby, we have an entire year to be awkward together. It's gonna happen. There's no avoiding it.
Hello.
There she is.
Welcome back. All right. So we've got it set up on the other computer. And that really good looking man who lives at my house is going to press play as soon as we just have the video up on the screen. So there we go. Go ahead and hit play.
It's my happy ending. Now it's time to say goodnight. We can stop pretending. Tell the spotlight man, turn off my light.
Hi, just wanted to thank the RHS Theater Department and Miss Steenson for welcoming me into the department with open arms my senior year, and thank you to all of you. I love you guys. I will be seeing some of your shows in the future, and I will continue to support you guys. I love you.
Cause the show is done now, and it's time to leave.
Hey, thanks for everything. These past 4 years have been amazing. Being part of the department, I would not trade it for anything. And even this last year, that was kind of sucky, was still great. Thank you guys, and I love all of you. So goodbye.
It's a happy ending, so I'll say goodbye.
Hi guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for making my high school experience so much fun with all the shows and all the people and all of the fun events and things. Saying goodbye to all of the amazing freshmen. This is definitely one of the best freshman classes that we've had in a while. And goodbye to all my sophomore and junior friends. I know you guys are going to do outstanding, and I wish you so much luck with your show next year. I'll definitely be there to support you guys. Just thank you. You guys are awesome. Goodbye.
Goodbye to all the make-believe. Goodbye.
Hey, this is Colby, and I would like to say thank you. Thank you all for helping me grow as a person and being there for me. You are all like a second family to me. I would especially like to thank Miss Thiessen and Steenson. They both helped me grow so much as a person and be more outgoing and energetic.
It's a happy ending to the greatest show on earth.
Hey everyone, as you can tell, I'm in my pajamas and I'm not wearing any makeup because, in true fashion, I forgot about this until the last minute. The same as my ones. At least some things never change. I just wanted to say thank you for everyone for making this year really special for me. I don't know what I was expecting going into it, but I think it was better than I thought. Way better than I thought. And even though we didn't get to finish it out all the way, I'm still proud of what we did, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I want to give a special shout out to all the underclassmen, especially the freshmen, because you guys came in with great attitudes and you did something great. And that's all any of us can do, is come in with a great attitude and try to create something amazing. And I think that we did that this year, and I'm very proud of you. And I hope that when you guys are seniors, you are the exact same in that way. You come in, you have a great attitude, and you just help everyone around you to create something awesome. So, I guess this is goodbye. Love you all.
Goodbye to all the song and dance.
Hi everyone. It's me, the guy that's obsessed with cheesy bread all the time. I don't have a lot of time. So I just wanted to say thank you to theater for making my junior and senior year possibly the best years of my life. Without it, I wouldn't have met so many great people, wouldn't have been using Heelys on stage or dying on stage. And so thank you. Also, cheesy bread's really good. Cheesy bread.
Show us through the parts been played. No standing in the wings afraid.
Just thank you all for such an incredible high school experience. I've become so close to so many of you, and without some of you, I certainly wouldn't be where I am today. So, thank you for supporting me and standing by me and laughing with me and just being you guys.
Goodbye to every night alone.
Hey you guys, this is gonna sound really fake and acty because that's how I sound every time I'm on camera. Whether I try to or not, I just sound like I'm acting. But anyways, I'm so thankful for all of you and all the experiences we've gotten to have and all the memories we've made and the amazing shows we've done together. And I'm so thankful for us being able to create an environment that was just so positive and welcoming. I'm going to miss you all a lot. So goodbye. Oh, and Mariah, we're done.
Okay. So Emma is not sobbing right now, so that's good. And Juliana is smiling too much to cry. Me too, Juliana. A big smile and giggles over here. It was good. Poor Rhea. Rhea is So sad to lose her girlfriend of I don't even know how many years, but it's time to move on, girls. Time to move on. All right. So, throughout their theater careers at Reynolds High School, our graduating seniors have been a shining light for the arts. Tonight, as they close this chapter of their lives, we take the time to recognize their achievements and thank them for all they've done for us and all they've done to light the way for those who will come after them. And I appear to have missed a page, but I do want to, oh, there it is. I'm going to go back for a hot second here. So this also is about our seniors, but our graduating seniors have the opportunity to earn this cord for their graduation. And so this is what they wear at their graduation to show that they have earned this. To earn the cord, they needed to earn 60 or more thespian points, have a GPA of 2.5 or higher, and have been an active thespian. And there were 11 of our seniors who earned the cord this year. Those students are Brisa Miguel Montes, Chepe Carrillo Monero, Ellie Tewksbury, Ethan Coons, Jenny Griffith, Jackie Hamilton, Janessa Lemus-Brown, Maria Lemus-Brown, Emson Gongora, Skylar Mahar, and Skylar Trittinger. And those 11 of you, you should have gotten that cord when you picked up your cap and gown. And if you didn't, let me know. I have a few extras that I will bring with me to graduation for you. And if you did not get yours, then we'll do that. And I will figure out what happened to the one that I gave them to give you at cap and gown pickup. So there you go. That's what we got going on there. All right. So our seniors, now again, normally you'd be up on stage with me and I would be looking at you as I said these things to you, but that's not how it's going to work this year. So we'll just do this way. Our first senior is Abby Reed. Abby came to us as a sophomore. She was primarily, well, go back. Thank you. She was primarily involved with musicals, but she was also a part of I Never Saw Another Butterfly. And Abby is conscientious. She is responsible. She has an excellent work ethic. She's intelligent and thoughtful and a very, very hardworking student. And this year, Abby is graduating as an inducted thespian, which means that when she comes to graduation, she will receive this medal that shows that she was an inducted thespian, graduating in good standing from Reynolds High School. Our next senior, Brisa Miguel Montes. So Brisa started off as an actor, and she was quiet and shy in class. She was not someone to speak up much. She started to get into tech. And then the next thing I knew, she was directing 1X and assistant directing on shows and working backstage. And this past year, especially, I really saw her come out of her shell and open up, be an advocate for herself and the things that she needs. At the same time, she's incredibly dedicated. She was stage managing the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon, and she came to me at intermission and said, I'm going to have to leave right after the show. My mom's having a baby. And I went, what? Because up until that point, I didn't know her mom was going to have a baby. And there her mom was in the hospital in labor. And Brisa I said, you can go. We can finish the show without you. And she said, nope, this is my job. I'm staying. And she took care of that. Brisa is graduating as an honor thespian, and this is the medal that she will receive to show her status. Our next senior. Everybody say it with me. Chepe. I know you were all saying it at home. Yes, I have better pictures, but I felt like this was such a Chepe picture coming down the slide. as slowly as possible to give us time to do the scene. Chepe came to us as a junior, and he just jumped in with both feet and immediately got to work. He brightens up the room when he walks in the door. He always has a smile. He always has a kind word. Probably my favorite thing from this year with Chepe was that everybody kept asking him how long to heat up Hot Pockets. So he made a note and put it on the refrigerator saying how long to heat your Hot Pocket for optimal Hot Pocketness. We will miss his enthusiasm and his wonderful personality so much. And Chepe is also graduating as an honor thespian. Christina Sada is one of our students who came in to the stagecraft class. I'm not sure she really knew what she was getting into, but she found that she had a love for hair and makeup, and she enjoyed working in the box office, and she really threw herself into it for her junior year, especially. This year, Christina was not able to be as involved. She was taking a pretty heavy load of classes and had a lot of family obligations, but she came when she could. She did what she could, and she was our box office manager. The thing about Christina that impressed me so much, Christina is not a native English speaker, and she has worked very hard, and she put herself out there and got up at state last year and did a makeup entry that she had to stand up in front of these judges and give a 10 to 15-minute speech in a language that was not her native language. And I was just so proud of her for putting herself out there, taking that risk, and working so hard to make that happen. She did such a wonderful job, and I'm so proud of her. And I know, Christina, whatever you do next, you will be successful because you are a person who works so hard to get what you want. Our next senior, Colby Blair. Colby came in as a freshman. He was actually an 8th grader auditioning for the musical because we audition at the end of the school year. The 8th graders come in and audition for their freshman year musical. And I think he might be the most quiet, shy person I've met. And he came in and auditioned knowing almost nobody. And he was on stage for Big Fish. And then we started talking about maybe tech was a good place for him, and he started doing tech, and he became that indispensable technician, the person we always go to when something needs to be done, we need something built, we need something fixed. He is calm all the time. I don't think I've ever seen him flustered. He will take a look at something and figure out how to fix it. He's always willing to help anybody who needs it. He was a wonderful leader for the younger stagecraft students in his class this year. And we will miss him, his dry sense of humor, his excellent personality, his ability to just walk in a room and see what's going on and take himself right into that group has been so fabulous, and we will miss him so much. Our next senior. Oh, Eleanor. Our Ellie Tewksbury. So Ellie is graduating this year as an international honor thespian. That is the highest rank, and this is the medal that she will receive. I have known Ellie since I think she was in 1st grade when her brother Zach was my student at Reynolds Middle School. And when Ellie came into RHS, she was heavily involved with other theater companies and dance classes and things. And I was just thrilled that we got her when we could. And then she started saying things to me like, so what if I didn't do this dance class? What if I didn't do these things? And we started getting to spend more time with her and seeing what she could do and really pushing her. The thing about Ellie is that she is the ultimate team player. Ellie will do whatever needs doing. Doesn't matter what role she thinks she should have gotten. What the role that she's asked to do is the one that she will throw her whole heart into. And I was so excited when we were able to do a show that really showcased all of her talents, because I feel like up until that point, every show we did showcased part of her talent. And in Little Mermaid, she got to show off all of it. Her dance, her singing, her acting. I'm so proud of you, Ellie, and I'm so excited to see what you do in Long Island, and so excited to follow your journey. Our next senior, Ethan Coons. So Ethan's at work tonight. So Ethan, make sure you watch this later. Somebody tell him he better watch it. Ethan came in as a quiet freshman who thought he wanted to do tech and started working backstage, and he teched for Big Fish. And that was his entry into the theater world, and he's not looked back. And he decided he wanted to be Scuttle. And I was like, dude, you've never sung, you've never been in a musical. But he went all for it, and he threw himself into it. And I don't know that I've seen somebody throw themselves that hard into a character at an audition before. And he made it very clear that he was the best choice for Scuttle. And that is who Ethan is. He throws himself full on into whatever he's passionate about, and just goes hard all the time. And I'm really, really thrilled that this was how we capped off your senior year. And I'm really excited to see what happens in the future for our Ethan, who has grown up so much over the last 4 years. Our next thespian, senior, Jenny Griffith. Jenny came to us as a sophomore, if I'm remembering correctly. Normally they're standing next to me to correct me, so hopefully I'm getting this right. And she originally was not doing after school productions because she was involved in so many other things that took her time outside of class. But she joined our production class, Little Lamplight Theater, and started doing the children's shows and learning in that way. And then as a junior was cast in Cinderella Live, where she had to learn to walk identically to Cassandra and Ellie, and they did everything in sync. And that was really her first major acting role and singing role, and she just went from there. Jenny became absolutely indispensable to us this year. As a technician and as an actor, she was always there to do whatever she could to make things better for everybody. Almost every day, she was giving up her free periods and her time outside of class that she wasn't rehearsing to come in and work on costumes, clean things, build stuff, paint, anything she could do to make life better for everybody else. That's what she was doing. And that is, to me, the absolute mark of a thespian. And it is so clear that, yes, Jenny, you are the thespian's choice this year. And the work that you did was absolutely priceless. And we are so thankful for you. And yes, Chase says that Jenny is the cool aunt of the department who will always fix your pants with her sewing machine. And it's true. Our next senior, Jackie Hamilton. Jackie is upbeat. She is happy. She is positive, even when things in her world aren't going the way she had hoped. And I know that Jackie's senior year didn't go as she had planned in so many ways, not just with the virus, but so many other things going on. And yet I don't think I've ever seen her despair. I've never seen her throw a tantrum, although she certainly deserved to at times if she wanted to. Jackie is another one who has such a big heart and will do anything for anyone to help them however she can. And she's always there for everyone. One of my favorite memories during Little Mermaid, she made a huge batch of soup and brought it, and it lived in a crock pot in our classroom. And we had soup for dinner that night because Jackie made us soup. Jackie is, yes, Emma says Jackie's like everyone's older sister, and she's so right. She did make us soup, Ellie, and she totally takes care of us. And Juliana, I'm with you. We love Jackie so much. All right. Our next senior. Oh, my Janessa. Nobody realizes how hard Janessa works. You don't know until you see the amount of time that she takes to make sure that the mic plots are just right so that everybody has the mic they need when they need it, that it's the right one, that it fits them well, that it blends into their hair, all of those things. You don't know how hard she works, partially because if she does her job right, you never know she's there. That is the job of turning mics on, making sure that the volumes are correct, making sure that she just did this and now I'm going to cry. Making sure that the gains are set correctly, that they're equalized, that when somebody decides they're going to belt a little more than usual, we adjust on the fly to that. And the reason you don't know how hard she works is because she works so hard to make it seem like it's no big deal. And that is something I am so in awe of. And I'm so impressed with what she's done. And we will miss her so much. And I'll just let Emma finish it. Our next senior, Michaela Bale. So Michaela is another sound technician. Michaela came to us as a junior and didn't really know what she wanted to do. It was in stagecraft just to learn something new, and started with sound, started taking up sound and learning QLab and how to set up microphones. And by the time we were done this year and really through Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon, I could just ask her to go do something and it would get taken care of, no problem. And the mics would be on and working and everything was great. One of the things I've seen Michaela grow in so much is her ability to be calm and not panic over things. Sound is something you can panic over very quickly. It is, as Ms. Thiesens and my tech director in college says, it is voodoo magic. And it does things that you don't know why it does it, and it will never do it that way again. And it is very easy to get upset and flustered over. And that's something I've really seen growth in with Michaela. And I'm so excited to see what happens at OSU and this next journey that you are on. And Michaela, I remember that I promised you could come play with microphones. And Janessa, we got new microphones. And probably if you're real nice to Miss Thiessen and me, we'll let you come in and play. Our next senior, Michael Smolko. So a theme of our seniors this year is they decided they wanted something and then they went and got it. Michael walked in his junior year and said, I'm going to play Caliban in Tempest. And I said, okay, yeah, whatever. And he kept saying it all year. And I was like, all right, whatever. And wouldn't you know, he walked into audition and my jaw was on the ground. I was like, you're right, you're going to play Caliban. And this is another one where he just threw himself into that role physically. We had to start reminding him to, like, you're not Caliban, you can stand up straight. If we were professional theater, we probably would have brought in a physical therapist for him because he just, the walk was so embedded in his body that he would forget to do it. And he just, the hard work I have seen from this kid this year with Brothers Grimm, we had an amazing group of these 4 narrators. I was so excited about the dynamic. And just after casting, he came to me and he said, I have a situation with my family and I'm not going to be available for a couple of weeks. And we all kind of panicked and we went, okay, we're going to figure this out. As I mentioned earlier, Chase kind of took over. And we thought, okay, we're good. And when Michael comes back, we'll see. And if he can't fit back in, we're fine because, you know, we've got Chase. And Michael came in and he knew every word, every piece of intonation that should happen with his voice, all the vocal inflections. He had his blocking pretty much down. I think the narrators took a couple of hours one day to like get everybody back on track, and then we were up and running again. And I just couldn't believe how, and that just shows you again his dedication to the art and to his teammates. And yes, Chepe, agree. Our next senior, Maria Lemus Brown, the other twin that nobody seems to believe are twins, but they are. Rhea and Janessa are so different, where Janessa is focused, like laser focused. Rhea comes in with her goofy personality and makes you smile all the time. But underneath that is a desire and a drive to be the best she can possibly be and to work hard to make everybody around her look good and be the best that they can be. And that is, again, the mark of a true thespian. And I don't know what we would do without her. She is one who is an actor. She's a technician. She is whatever you need at any moment. She will do anything it takes to get the job done. And she looks around and says what needs doing and goes and does it. And it's been such a joy to work with her, to get to see her goofy dances and her goofy things that she does. Climbing up the slide was probably the best moment of that day. And she's just another one that I'm so excited to see what you do, Rhea, and to see where this drive and personality that you have takes you in life. Our next thespian, Mason Gorgonzola. I think that this will sum up Emson. Well, okay, there's a couple of things that sum up Emson. So the first thing all of you know is the number one thing I have said to Emson during his time at RHS is, Emson, slow down. We can't understand you. And he did. And it's amazing how when you look, I wish we had video of him as a freshman speaking, because I literally could not understand a word he said ever. And then this year he came out and just absolutely crushed it as Sebastian. He was an absolute joy to watch on stage. And it was just so amazing to see that transformation over the last 4 years. But the other big thing for me is that last year, Emson said, I want to run for director of public relations. I have all these big ideas. And I said, okay, yeah, fine. Because often students come with big ideas and there's no follow through. They have all the ideas, but no follow through. And Emson had the follow through. He made it happen. I don't think I've seen our social media so lively. Our YouTube, it exists now because of Emson. The videos that he makes are such a wonderful thing for all of us. And we will be so sad to see him go. And Emson has one last joke for us. That was not a very funny one though, Emson. All right. Our next thespian senior is Skylar Mahar. This is my 1-year thespian. He walked into audition. I laugh every time I think of the story. He walked into audition for The Little Mermaid, a children's show musical with a monologue that was so inappropriate. I didn't know whether I should laugh or cry or walk out of the room in embarrassment. And I didn't, I mean, like, this was my introduction to this kid. I had met him a couple of times before through choir events, but I didn't know him well. And then this was my introduction with him with this monologue. And, but he had such a livelihood, like there was such a live personality, vibrant personality to him. And I knew that we had to have him in the show, and we started working with how that was going to work out and what that was going to look like. And all of a sudden I found myself going, I'm going to give a first-year actor who's never done any acting with us whatsoever, who's going to be a senior, a lead in a musical. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I say it was definitely a group choice with all of us who work on the musical. But Skylar is a hardworking human being. He knew he was coming in with less experience than others, and he worked really hard to learn the things he needed to learn. I mean, we were talking some basics, and he picked them up so fast. He threw himself in wholeheartedly. He came out for Brothers Grimm and took those roles and ran with them. And I am so excited to have had at least 1 year with him. I wish I'd have gotten 4, but I'm so glad that we got 1 year. And I know that, Skylar, if you will continue to create art, you are going to make the world a better place. Oh, our last senior, Skylar Trittinger. I feel like I've said this a million times tonight, but Skylar Trittinger is another one who throws herself wholeheartedly into everything, regardless of the role. It may be an ensemble role where she never says a word, but the facial expressions and the body language tell you everything you need to know. Or a lead role like Prospero, who has monologues that are multiple pages long, and then she was the first one off book. I don't know how this girl does it. On top of that, so when you think of this, that she played Prospera, and she played Ursula, and then was one of the narrators. So essentially 3 lead roles in a row, and she graduated with a 4 something. I don't know how she does it. She is amazing. She has the best fashion sense of anyone. And she is a person who makes it look effortless. And I'm so excited to see what her future holds and what she is going to do, because I know it's going to be amazing things. All right, that's all of our seniors. If the glow of the achievements of ages past in all art forms is to continue to brighten the path of humanity and help civilization grow, then the theater must remain a vigorous part of that enlightenment and growth. I hope that all of you seniors will resolve to always let the flame glow in your hearts and fuel your desire to let your candle shine more and more brilliantly as you act well your part. I'm a big fan of traditions. We have many of them in our department. Kona Pizza, Senior Circle, Ones, the list goes on. But one of my favorite traditions comes from Mama Brummer. And this is a tradition that will hopefully allow you seniors to keep that flame glowing for years to come. And so, hi, Mama Brummer and Delaney. Let's unmute you. Oh, I can't unmute you because you muted yourself. There you are. Hi, guys.
Hi. I was trying to remember how many years I've actually done this.
I think the first year was Colin's senior year, so Big Fish year.
Maybe 4.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yep.
So every year, as a thank you to the seniors, because some of you I've known either since your days at RMS, or some of you even further back to Fairview days. So, but every year as a thank you, I try to make a little keepsake for you as a thank you. Oh, and you've got it up there. Okay, great. I have the original here too. But anyway, so I hope you can see it well enough on there. I've made a card for all of the seniors. And on the back side, it actually it lists all of the shows that you could possibly have been in your years at Reynolds. And then it also has a little verse here. Let me read to you. Thank you for giving your time and your talents to the Reynolds High School theater program. Your contributions have not gone unnoticed and have enriched lives of all who have been privileged to see you shine. May your future be rich and blessed. So if you look on the card or on the artwork, each, little icon is a piece of one of the shows. So that's from me and Delaney to you. She helped me with the ideas of what to put on there. So we love you guys.
Oh, we love you. And thank you so much. And Mama Brummer made copies of those. So there is one for each of our seniors. So seniors, you will get that when you get your medal and your induction certificate as well. So you will have all of that. And I don't know, Elisa, if you can see their comments, but they're loving it.
Yay.
And I know it's hard because we're not there with them. So,
I know. Well,
yeah.
In years past, we've handed out flowers and given hugs and stuff. I wish we could be doing that too. But
I know. And there's some love from Janessa.
Aw.
So yes, we love our Brummers so much, and we are so thankful for you guys, and thank you for making that.
And I realized something this year, seeing Noemi's name in one of the programs, that I actually worked in her kindergarten classroom.
I love that.
Like the first 30 days of kindergarten. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for that beautiful artwork. We appreciate it. And seniors, like I said, we'll make sure you get that when you get your medal and your induction certificate. All right, guys. All right. We are coming to the close of our evening. There's but one act left for this year. And normally we would be on the stage and you would be doing this. And instead, well, we have video. The time has come to close our show. Seniors, I know this is not the ending you were hoping for. But as we all know, plays don't always end the way you want them to. Regardless, whatever your journey looks like and wherever it may take you, we hope that you will travel with us in your heart, holding dear the memories that you made while you were a part of our department. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your lives for this brief time, and know that you always have a home here with us. You've had many curtain calls while you were with us. And now it's time for the last one. At this time, our seniors will bring our 2019-2020 season to a close with their final bow. And it is a video. I need to get that pulled up. All right. And Ray is taking her bow late because she's a procrastinator. Also, I got Rhea did send in a video, but I got it so late. I will edit it into the video before I put it on Facebook or on YouTube. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this socially distanced banquet and that it brought you some joy. While we don't know what the future holds, we do know that RHS Theater will continue to make art as a way of expressing ourselves and showing love to our community and the world. Now, all of you, let your light and your love shine as you act well your part. And with that, we are officially over. It was wonderful to see you all. Have a good night.